High. This is another Sabbath day, and we come out week in and week out to bring out the truth out of the Bible. John 8, verse 32. Got it.
John 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And that's why Christ came into the world. He came to give that truth. But a lot of people in this society, they like to hear these lies and deceits all day long. But every Sabbath, you're going to get that truth. Habakkuk 2, 1 through 11. Habakkuk 2, 1 through 11. Habakkuk 1 through 11. Habakkuk 2.
Habakkuk 2, 1 through 11. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Because this vision that Habakkuk was seeing, now it's coming into fruition, because now we're in those perilous times, whether you want to believe it or not. Christ is getting ready to return to make the crooked way straight and the rough edges smooth. Read.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
And it's already starting to speak. That's why all these plagues are on the earth that's going on. That COVID, that's just the tip of the iceberg. He's getting ready to send a lot of stuff on this earth, because he has a controversy with this land. Read.
And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
So now the Most High is talking about some people here. He said, somebody here, and you guys know who you are. He said, your soul which is lifted up with pride, he said, it's not upright in you. See, the Most High God, he's got everybody's number, and it's crystal clear. Read.
But the just shall live by his faith.
But the just, we're going to live by our faith. And what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. We haven't seen Christ crack the skies yet, but we know he's on his way to crack the skies and make the crooked way straight. He's coming to take care of all of his adversaries, every single one of them on this planet. Read.
Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And now he's getting into how you go around and set up those embassies in every nation. See, you guys didn't know all this is in the Bible, did you? How he could go out to everybody's land, conquer the lands, and set up a U.S. embassy. But the Most High has got everybody's number, and nobody is going unpunished. Read.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
He says, you've enlarged your coast as hell, and you are as death, because you can't be satisfied. You want to go and take everybody's resources. But see, God's been watching since Ancient of Days. That's why the Most High God is called Ancient of Days. Read.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Because you've gathered all of God's people. You got us all over here. All the 12 tribes. You got us scattered in everybody's land, and calling us African Americans, and calling us calling the Gadites and the Reubenites Native Americans, and the so-called you call the Mexicans or the Issacharites the Mexicans, but we're all the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what God calls us in the Bible. Read Genesis 49 if you don't believe us. Everything we're going to say is right out of the Bible. Read.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
See, the Most High, he says, destruction unto those that increases with all this land and all these resources that are not yours. The Most High God is doing the speaking. We're not saying anything. God is doing all the speaking. Read.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And see, you've laid yourself with that thick clay because you guys are in debt. You guys are, the British owns this place. This place is just a corporation. You guys are owned by the British. And you own the Chinese, which God calls the Moabites in the Bible. You guys owe them trillions of dollars. Read.
Shall not Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
But they're going to rise up. All these ones that you think are your allies and your friends, they're getting ready to rise up against you. And they're going to shoot those nuclear missiles, and that's how you're going to get that judgment that's in this Bible. You're going to get that judgment that God has ordained for all the wicked people. Read.
And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Because you're not going to be the head anymore. That's why the Most High God says you're going to be like a booty. You're going to be the behind. You're not going to be the head. You're going to be the tail. See, the Most High God has a sense of humor, doesn't he? He says you're going to be like booties. Read.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
And all these nations, they're plotting against you as we speak. This place is getting ready to go down. You're not the powerhouse you used to be, because all the other nations, they've got those nuclear missiles too, and they're going to shoot them over here. You got Iran, they're loading up. You got China, they're loading up. North Korea, Russia, they all got the same stuff, and they're going to shoot them over here. And this is how you're going to get that judgment for touching the apple of God's eyes. The Israelites, the ones you oppress every single day. Read.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness.
And see, he said destruction unto those that covet an evil covetousness. Don't you remember these were commandments from the foundation of the world? He said through Moses on Mount Sinai and Horeb, thou shalt not covet. This was a commandment from the foundation of the world. But you guys wanted to do this. So now you might as well get ready for that recompense that's coming upon the whole world now. Read.
That he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
And putting that space camp up there, that's not going to save you, because Christ, he's the one that created the heavens and the earth. He knows about the space camp. His eyes is upon the sinful kingdom, is what he said through the prophet Amos. And he said he's going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth. Saving, he's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob. But 2/3 of our own people, they're going to get it because they want to keep buying, selling, and shopping and trading on the Sabbath day. This is the Lord's Sabbath day. He said to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Read.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it.
And see, you're not going to know when he brings that destruction. That's why Christ said he's coming like a thief in the night. He's not going to give you no appointment when he's going to do all this. He's not going to let you know. He's not coming to give out no tea and coffee. And let's see what he said through the prophet Isaiah. Let's see how Christ is coming. Isaiah 66. Let's see how Christ is coming here.
Isaiah 66 verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
This is how Christ is coming. He's coming with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Read. To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
And this is how he's going to deal with all flesh here. He's coming to render his anger and his rebuke. Read.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
This is how Christ is coming. He's not coming to give out no lollipops. Read.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
He said the slain of the Lord is going to be many. This is what Christ is coming to do. This is what his determination is. This is what Christ's determination. Let's go to Zephaniah. Let's see what he said through the prophet Zephaniah. Let's see what Christ said through that prophet. Wait ye upon me.
Zephaniah 3 verse 18.
Go ahead. Wait ye upon me to the day.
2 verse 18.
Yeah.
Wait.
Highlighted in yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait ye upon me until the day that I rise up to the praise. Just go to Malachi, Isaiah. Just go to Malachi. Go to Malachi.
Yep.
Malachi 4 verse 1. For
ahead.
behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
So this is the prophet Malachi. He said the day is coming that's going to burn as an oven. Go ahead.
And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
And all the proud people here, and all those that do wickedly, the Most High said, you're going to be stubble. Read.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up.
He said the day that's coming is get ready to burn you guys up. This is what you've got to look forward to for touching the apple of God's eyes. This is what's coming on the earth. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
He says it's not going to leave you no nephews or no nieces. He's not going to leave you no relatives when he's all done. Read.
But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
But see, the ones that fear the Most High's name, we're going to grow up just like calves in the stalls. The people that fear the Lord, they're going to grow up. They're going to be delivered from all this destruction that's on the way. Read.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
See, the Most High God is saying all of this. So if you guys, a lot of people have this great disdain for what this is saying, you have this great disdain for the Word of God. We didn't write the Bible. This is the Most High God doing the speaking. This is what he said he's going to do. Read.
In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Saith the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. He has a big army up there in the heavens. Because it says it in Exodus. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord of hosts is his name. Read.
Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel.
You should have remembered these laws, statutes, and commandments that he gave from the foundation of the world. This is why he's saying this. You should have took heed, but nobody wanted to take heed. You wanted to disregard everything he said? So just wait for that recompense that's coming upon the whole world. Read.
With the statutes and judgments.
Go ahead.
Zephaniah 3 verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So now this is what Zephaniah had to say. He said, wait ye upon me to the day that I rise up to the prey. So you guys, all you hunters, you should understand this scripture right here, because you like to go and hunt and kill all of God's creations, but God is going to be doing some hunting for some people here. Read.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger.
And this is the Lord's determination. He's going to usher in that New Jerusalem. He's going to get rid of all the wicked here. And you've had your dispensation of time to rule, and you've been wicked on the earth. This is why God is saying all of this. Read.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
He said all the earth is going to be devoured with the fire of his jealousy. This is what the Most High God is saying. Read.
For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
And you're not going to take this language from us like you did during the Atlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. You're not going to beat no language out, that language that he's going to give us on this day, because this is going to be a pure language that he's going to give his people after he takes care of all of his adversaries here. Read.
That they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
Because we're all going to serve the Lord with one consent. Everybody's going to be doing it the way he said from the foundation of the world. It's going to be going back like to the Garden of Eden, like the days of old. That's why Moses said this. And let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go there real quick. Let's see what Moses said in Deuteronomy 32. Remember the days.
Deuteronomy 32 verse 8.
Go ahead.
Verse 7, remember the days of old.
So this is the Levitical priest Moses speaking. He said, remember the days of old.
Consider the years of many generations.
See, people should consider the years of many generations. Read.
Ask thy father, and he will shew thee.
And see, we've already asked. We go to the scriptures. We go to the elders. We go and we get the information from the scriptures. Read.
Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Because this is how we know all of this, because we study to show ourselves approved, workers that are not ashamed of the gospel, and we're going to rightly divide this word of truth. You're going to hear it the way Christ did it. We're going to hear it the way Peter did it, the way Paul did it, the way Barnabas did it, the way Silas did it. This is